You just sent the information to her yesterday. So why is she on someone's platform bashing you and bad-mouthing you when there was absolutely no reason for it? So I wrote back to this Nancy Weiner, and I mentioned it. It's like, what's up with you people? It's okay for me to be criticized for doing the best that I could without the support of her father. Nobody's talking about that, you see. But I'm the one that's getting criticized for what? For doing the best I could under the situation. If she was abused, you know how it is with people. She was in that age group where they were starting to report and document everything. Pull up a report that shows where I've abused this person. Nobody seems to be asking the real questions. Everyone is, sorry for me saying this, pussyfooting around and acting like whatever comes out of her mouth is like a golden egg. It's not. It's been dipped in gold, but it's really copper. If she's up here begging for pennies, what do you think it is? It's copper. And I just felt this person knows a lot, but they got it all mixed up and wrong. They had their facts stirred up like a batter that was missing a lot of ingredients. And we know how that can go. It could be a recipe for disaster or a recipe for success. But neither way, I am not going to be humiliated like this. I said enough is enough, let it go. She felt the need to continue it because she needs the drama to keep the rose petals, to bring the rose petals along so that they can be walked on and lied to. Now, I didn't want to turn this into a back and forth, but she made it possible that that's what it is. So as long as she continues to start a fire with me or about me, I'm going to light another match on the other end. And maybe it'll blow up in the middle. I don't know. But I just know one thing I'm not going to tolerate. I am not going to tolerate this individual bad-mouthing me at all, because I haven't done anything to be bad-mouthed about. Now, for those of you, because I'm starting to kind of get it, have been brought up in a family where you're rich. You have a housekeeper, you have a maid, and all of that. And I think that's great for black folks. We've really come a long way. But during the time I was coming along, that wasn't going on in my household. And I had to make sure that my household had the things that it needed. I couldn't drop whatever I was doing. I got home from work and she was there because I'd pick her up from school and bring her home. We'd have dinner. We'd watch something. I'd even read to her, but I guess that's not enough either. When I said, okay, mommy's got to go in her room and do this. You're welcome to come in and be a part of it. She didn't want that. So I'm supposed to stop sewing, stop everything until she got tired or got sleepy, and then, oh, now I can go and do what I need to really do. I asked her to be a part of it. She chose to fight me on it. She didn't want to learn anything, nothing. She didn't want to be bothered with black culture. Now I understand why. Because she never wanted to be black. And I get it. But you still are, so what can I tell you? But this is what was going on. I'm trying to teach her how to sew. The basics, just like I learned when I was 7 and I was taught by my Aunt Sally. She taught me how to make a doll clothes. And I was just doing the same thing for my daughter. Guess what? She fought me the whole way. And now I'm supposed to be, what, the big bad wolf or something? You're almost 50 years old. How long can you keep blaming your parent for your behavior and your actions? You are 50 years old. It's got to stop somewhere where the adult is held accountable for their own actions. That's the truth of it. At some point, you can set out on your own path and be your own person. Hiding behind my skirt or standing on my shoulders should not be happening at all. You should be above that. But you're still leaning on me to make your stuff happen. You keep it up, I'm going to be like she is. They're charging for weddings and stuff you would think would appreciate, that people want to watch you getting married. Why do they have to pay for it? And, while I'm on my soapbox, let's talk about how weddings really are supposed to go. We've gotten away from it because people don't have that kind of money. But at one time in societies around the world, the bridesmaids and the groomsmen didn't have to pay for anything. Their stuff was included in the expense for the wedding. They didn't have to come out of their pocket for a dime. The only thing they had to do was show up for a fitting. That's it. Where do we get off with this? You making all of this money and you're going to charge people, they got to pay for their own dress and stuff? Sounds kind of cheap. It doesn't sound like coming from somebody who's sophisticated and got it going on. You're not supposed to be charging your bridesmaids and your groomsmen for their clothes. They're not supposed to be paying a dime for it. My stepmother, who raised me, has beautiful pictures of her wedding. Beautiful pictures. There must have been, I would say, 20 of each. 20 bridesmaids and 20 groomsmen. And guess what? Her father paid for everything. And then I'm hearing some woman who's in tears. I felt so sorry. I wish I could have reached out and just hugged her because she was so upset. And then there was another woman with blonde braids. And sister, I'm telling you, rocking the braids, okay? That's platinum blonde. I know because I wear that color too. You look great. But let's get back to it. The lady's in tears about this crap. And I'm saying to myself, she couldn't attend the wedding. She gave her reason why. Anybody in their right mind couldn't understand. Bashed, dragged me into it, which seems to go along with the character. So she needs to check herself before, they say in that rap song, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what I see. I see self-destruction, and it doesn't have to be that way. Carmen, you're a wonderful person. I'm learning more about you. And I'm sorry we had to meet this way. But I'm not going to let you lie on me either. And all that you and Tay were doing is sitting up there trying to act like evangelists begging for money. I thought I was looking at a black version of the eyes of Tammy Faye, to be honest, and you seem like you were Tammy Faye. Come on now. You know you're lying. You're going to lie right along with her. And y'all going to both be lying together somewhere else. And you know where that could possibly be. And I don't understand why you would sit there, the both of you, and lie like you did. And there was one woman who was asking some serious questions. Oh, she got shut down kind of quick because y'all knew where it was going to go. If she had kept going the way she wanted to go, I'm almost certain you would have ended the interview. Because if you're not right on top and everybody's boo-hooing along with you, well, then you don't have anything to go. So you got to keep crying and lying and keeping stuff stirred up to keep stuff going. I never thought a daughter of mine would be you. And I'm being real about it. Would never have thought in a million years that a daughter of mine would act like you. Because that is definitely not a reflection of who I am. And I don't think that's a reflection of who her father is either. And we talk. I'm not angry with him. Why should I be? I'm not angry with him. We went through whatever we went through. We were not meant for each other. And I'm really glad that it didn't go any further. Because who